Where is Federico Chiesa? Is he injured, or is Slot turning him into a super soldier behind the scenes? This is the channel that is all Liverpool all the time. It's all red. Please hit that like button, and we are so close to 10,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. That is a major, major milestone for the channel. All right, Federico Chiesa. Where is he, and what is Slot doing with the new Italian? Now, I think the official report is that Federico Chiesa is injured, but I've seen some speculation saying that perhaps he's not actually injured, and perhaps Slot is doing some things behind the scenes. So let's speculate together. First and foremost, we have to ask, well, is he actually injured? Some have suggested he's not. Now, the official report on Federico Chiesa is, kind of vague. What is his actual injury, and why is he not even being featured in the team sheet, not even as a sub? Now, here's the official report from Liverpool Football Club. No official timescale has been placed on the Italian's return to action as the Reds continue to build up his fitness. So Slot, a couple days ago, said it's always difficult to say because he goes a bit up and down. Sometimes he's there with us training for a few days and then he goes out with injury again. So Slot did mention the word injury, but it's just vague. Like, they haven't said anything about what is actually injured. So that has led some to speculate, well, maybe Slot's just being a little vague to, mask what's actually going on behind the scenes, which could be maybe just building up some base fitness. We know that Chiesa was not with Liverpool during the preseason. We saw the intense fitness that they did in the States. We saw the intense training, strength training, all that stuff, boxing, all the wild stuff that Arne Slot brought into Liverpool. And Chiesa didn't get to do any of that. So perhaps Arne Slot is just building specific physical attributes needed to survive in the Premier League. It's a much more physical league than the Italian league, where Chiesa came from and honestly wasn't always fit and had a history of injury. Now, this could also be Slot managing injuries scientifically, or trying to prevent them scientifically. We know Arne Slot has a history of being very scientific, and his fitness team being very scientific with their approach to player fitness. They use DNA. They do a lot of studies on individual players. They don't have one universal fitness program. They individualize it for each player, and they give them training regimens to offset any physical weakness or any injury history that might come up again. So that could well be happening as well. And if Arne Slot doesn't feel like Federico Chiesa is ready for life in the Premier League, he's not going to put him out there. He's not going to throw him out there, because Arne Slot also has a history of taking time to integrate new players. He likes gradual integration. Now, he came in this summer as the new Liverpool manager, so he could not gradually integrate every player because every player was new for him. But you buy a player who hasn't been with the squad at all, is brand new to Liverpool, didn't get time to train in the preseason, and honestly is the only new player that was brought in the summertime. And so, it kind of makes sense that he would take time to integrate him. Slot has patience with players who need time. He has a history of that. And so it's actually making more and more sense why we haven't seen a whole lot of Federico Chiesa. Now, he has come in for a couple sub appearances, not much time, and now he seems to be on ice. But you get the sense that Arne Slot, maybe there's an injury, a little injury here or there, but perhaps Arne Slot is putting him into the super soldier chamber to strengthen him and to make Federico Chiesa a viable option, not just for a month or two, but for this entire season and beyond. Because I think Slot knows he's got a very good talent on his hands, but he also knows about the injury history. And so if he can strengthen Chiesa, if he can maybe rest him, strengthen him, give him strengthening regimens, maybe there's fitness, maybe there's diet that has to be considered no more noodles, no more al dente pasta for you, Federico, then perhaps we will get to see the best of Federico Chiesa. But one has to question, the official injury reports for Chiesa have been very vague. So we have to ask the questions, right? Yes, we do. Okay, I don't know why I got into like a Russian accent there. All right, we'll leave it at that. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, of course.